Hey y'all.
Hey, so do you know you got me on mute right now?
Do I?
I've been mute for a while, so it's kind of making me wonder.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Oh, okay, cool. I was just making sure. Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, cool. I was making sure.
There
I
he
didn't know if you know
is.
you're on mute.
Child, look, I'm learning just like everybody else.
Well, so you were on mute this whole time, you know?
Well, child, look. All right, you guys, we are live with the stereotype from the Stereo app. We're live on
Oh,
Facebook and we're live on YouTube and all of that good stuff. You guys can see me,
nice.
but you
Good.
can't see him. But I'm gonna get down here and drop his little line in here so y'all can see what his handle's looking like down here. So I'm chatting with Mr. Stereotype. What's going on, sir?
Man, not much. Just another day in the lifestyle. Checking out these new leaderboards and this new stuff going on the stereo. But other than that, though, just life in general, being a dad, working on it,
Yeah. So
trying to make it through life now.
can you explain that to me?
How so? Explain what?
Cause
New
I'm new to
leaderboard
this
stuff.
app and I'm just trying to figure things out and see what's what.
Yeah, so in essence, like in the past, like you used to have these long conversations because like every time somebody you would talk to somebody, it would be conservative OG, thanks for popping in. It would be a like everyone just doing crazy hours at one time just to add the hours together. So everyone working, not even working, but people being on talks for long, absorbent amount of times, and not
Right.
wanting to work with anybody else either, too. So what this now does, instead of minutes being how it's paid, is also now based off of quality of the talk. So any 30-minute talk or longer can qualify in the runnings, and it's based on how many people are listening to you at any one time.
Well, all right. Amen to that. So, those of you who don't know, you can jump on the Stereo app and listen to us. Well, you can listen to me every Monday night at 7 o'clock because that's where I'm going to be on the Stereo app every Monday night at 7 p.m.
Nice,
Yeah. So
nice.
let's jump into it, y'all. Okay, you guys know what the topic is gonna be today. I don't know if you guys saw the post. The topic for the day is stereo. It's not stereotypes, your stereotype, but it's gonna be double standards. Let's talk about some of the stuff that you can do, but we can't do, but we can do and you can't do.
Yeah, okay, cool. Let's do it. I'm down for that.
Okay.
So I don't think there's actually many, if any of them most times, but
There is plenty
we'll
of
see.
them. It's plenty of them. Okay. It's plenty of double standards,
Cool.
plenty of things that piss us off that you guys don't know piss us off. Like
Okay, so are we? It's gonna be between men and women, or just
men and
double
women,
standards?
it's it could be between anybody. I mean, I don't see myself comparing anything else right along through now. I'm not that animal today, but for me a double
Right.
standard is things that you guys seem to think y'all can do that we can't do without being called out of our name or being called something that isn't what we are.
Like, so what is one of those though?
One of those things would definitely be the whole dating scene. Like men can date multiple women, but the second that a woman dates multiple guys, she's a hoe. A guy dates a couple of girls and he's dating, he's figuring it out, he's fishing.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess that's. I mean, to me, like, well, I guess yeah. From the outside looking in, of course, society would stigmatize that woman as being a hoe, and the man would just be like a collector of women almost. It's kind of a cool thing.
A collector
But
of
yeah,
women, is that what they calling it now?
I guess kind of. I mean, that's kind of how it's like viewed, because like when men like tote their trophy, or like they go through their list of women and they slept with or whatever. It's kind of like you know,
Mm. So do you have a list?
it's like when you look. No, actually, I don't. I never really reviewed. I never really regarded it that way. I'm just really talking about society,
Mm.
like
Okay.
kind of how society looks at it in a way.
Okay.
But I don't
Mm.
know. I guess there's double standards like in the workplace for sure. Like
Yeah,
people
absolutely.
being one
Like
job
y'all thinking
at the
y'all could
same
get
job.
paid more than us. That ain't cool.
Yeah. Well, I never think we should be. I think we should be equal as hell all the time. But
All the time. So
like,
explain all the time. What's all the time?
okay, so like I think that all like in every single way. So like as far as pay, jobs, like responsibility, chivalry shouldn't even be a thing. It should just be normal for everybody to hold doors and pull chairs open for each other and treat each other with regard. So chivalry would be essentially dead, and it would just be more so etiquette between everybody. There'd be, politics would be fine. There would be, I don't know, I think things would just be different. Like, if we could really do that, like, that'd be awesome. I think that women have this expectation that men need to take care of the household. Maybe some, women that are holding themselves down a little bit more, they can take care of the household, or each person take care of the household equally, which I think should happen. Whether someone makes more money than the other doesn't mean much to me. It just means
Okay. So let's talk about this the divorce settlement double standard. That's definitely a double standard where women think that they can take half of your stuff when they didn't contribute to half of your income.
Right. Absolutely. I agree with that. But then I also do understand the argument because when women are staying home.
Yeah, that's true.
Like 20.
Yeah, but you don't deserve but you're not getting everything. You want the house, the car, you want the jewelry, you want a budget to live with the next nigga. Like, no, you don't get all that stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like when the next person comes, there's some of this alimony need to be chopped down because now you in a relationship with a whole another person that's now your ex-husband is paying both y'all bills, and then when a woman come up missing, then they be like, well, what happened? We work our whole lives to get to a point, and then people shut it down. I don't, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, that double standard came on through when Mary J. Blige was doing her thug thizzle, with her now ex-husband. He just gonna take every damn thing from her.
We got some real good music out of that, though.
Okay, let me tell you, no more drama. Her whole playlist is like, if you going through something, it's a Mary J. song to put you right back on track.
Love Lessons, that was a big one.
Oh yes, Love Lessons for sure.
That was a big one. I was learning some love lessons myself right there.
Okay, so give us. So what other things do you think? What do you think a woman should not do that men do?
I don't think there's anything should. I think there's things we shouldn't do. Period. But
I think a woman
should do. I don't agree that there's a one over another. I don't think there's anything like that, in my opinion.
I think a woman sometimes. I think women forget to stay in a woman's place, and there is a place for a woman. And I don't want women to jump down my throat like, what is she talking about? What does she mean by that? There's a reason why we have what we have, and there's a reason why men have what they have. You know what I'm saying? You guys are generally the givers, and we're the receivers. Our bodies say so. So, for me, a woman should stay in a woman's place and let a man lead. If you can't be the kind of woman, to me, in my opinion, if you can't let your man lead, not say, do what I say, obey and do what I tell you to do. I'm just basically saying, let him lead you. If that's your man, then let him be that. Too many women are trying to control or run their men. And I personally, I don't want to, that's too much work for me. I don't want to work that hard.
Well, I mean, then in essence, then why shouldn't you be paid less than me then?
Because we make up the difference in other areas. Just like you guys value money, we value our bodies. So you guys look at us and look at our bodies, and that's what our value is right off the bat. When you guys first see a woman, her valuation is based on how she look, how her breasts look, how she got booty, she got long legs, pretty hair, like what is brown skin, white, whatever skin type you like. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's just we give you guys the other half of what you guys are supposed to provide for us. You guys provide and take care of us, and we do the same thing for you. Just because we're not monetizing it don't mean we're not doing our 50%.
Right.
Oh, I sense some hesitation on your side.
A little bit, yeah, because because it's kind of like a cake and eat it too situation, because women do, you know, the standards for women, you know, is like like one of the other double standards is like men pay for everything normally, you know. Women don't normally pay for hardly anything unless they're in a very stable relationship of some sort where they're living in the same household, utilities and stuff of that nature. But even normally then, even then, sometimes it's a rarity. And then before that, coming up to that, it's a courting stage where the man usually has to pay for everything. It's that's kind of like the standard normal way things work. So with that said, like, you're gaining a lot of benefits being a woman, being with the man, you know. So in essence,
But you guys get a lot of benefits being with us.
True, but those are benefits that you also receive too. To be honest, like sexual things don't count, right?
No, not at all.
You're giving me emotional. You know, being there for me emotionally doesn't count because that's something I would be for you too. Like those are equal things. You know, what is it that you guys give us that makes you a benefit for a man? No disrespect. That in essence would make it more feasible to us for us to be equal or looked at as equal, and there not be a double standard. Like, I mean, I don't know. I guess Well, what are some things? Yeah, let's just go through some of those things. Then.
Okay, so you're asking some of the things that make a woman give a woman more value.
Yeah, like what are the things that you have that makes you more valuable that I don't have that you can't get from me?
A uterus.
Well, okay, a child.
Okay, that's one. We're the givers of life.
Okay, gotcha. That's true.
You know, we risk a lot. You know, when it comes down to having children, we risk a whole lot just being able to do that. You know, a lot of women, even, you know, women probably more so than men, take it for granted because they think, oh, I'm pregnant, and now they want to start playing the I'm pregnant games, you know what I'm saying? Do what I tell you to do, and just all this nonsense that come with being pregnant. For some of these women, you're getting pregnant to spite him and not getting pregnant because you're in love with him and you want to raise a child together and you want to live together. You have gone, I'm going to have a baby because he think his other baby mama better than me, and all of that nonsense. You know, right. For me, a woman's value, if you think about it, there's some truth to when people say a woman's place is in the home, and I don't mean that like 100%, but primarily a man doesn't function well when he comes home to a messy house, when he come home to a house that's not in order, when he come home and his dinner is cooked, Absolutely. When you come home and you know the bills, the lights and stuff is on. Most of the time, in most cases, the woman has been able to delegate, you know, what gets done and how things get done in the house. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times the biggest stress of a relationship is two things: money and comfort.
Right.
And we provide
Absolutely.
The comfort that you guys, you know, can say you'll get, you know, anywhere else. You guys sleep with, you know, 5 women a week and bring women to your house all week. But at the end of the day, you get to a point where you want to have someone there when you get home that's, you know, for and about you, that's on your team.
Right.
You know, not have to worry about somebody backstabbing you for doing something you should not have done.
Yeah.
Or something they feel you should not have done. Because some of these women, some of y'all is crazy. I mean, for real crazy. You know?
I think I'll say a majority of the women coming out now are crazy, and I think that has to do with a lot of the stuff that internet and Instagram and social media.
Yeah, I am
to others and not realizing what you have.
Right.
Being wasting it, you know, pretty much.
Right. For me, I'm a heterosexual female. I like men. I love me a good old man. Okay, and even me, I've had problems in the relationships that I've had with women. Because I've had friends that become so possessive that you can't have another female friend. I'm just, you know, crazy. And they treat you like I'm your girlfriend, but not your girlfriend. You know, like, what's really going on here?
Yeah.
I've had that issue on numerous occasions where I'll get a phone call from one of my female friends, and I'll be like, "Hey, girl, I'm gonna call you back because I'm out with such and such," and she gets a whole attitude like, "I guess I'll call you back. Bye." Like, okay, you mad because I'm with another human being? Like, what is really good, you know? So you got to be careful with women in general, because we feed off of, most of the time women, we feed off of other energies. Most women do, because we receive things. When we receive something, women's intuition, that's a real thing. When people say that we are receivers and men are givers, you guys give things and you guys get the response from it. And then women receive things, and we have this intuition that you guys do not have. And a lot of times men don't want to respect that.
Like intuition such as what? Like, what's an example?
Okay, I've had situations where when I was married, I was able to, there was a few friends that my ex-husband would bring by. And I would just tell him, like, these are not the kind of people we need to have in our house. And he's like, yeah, that's the homie. It's not a big deal. I'm like, okay. 6 months later, you know, y'all run from the cops together and he leave you by yourself. You know, just whatever the situation is, women have a sense of we have an understanding about energies and people that, you know, that men don't really have. You know, a man can be seduced by a woman, and the reason why we use the word seduce is because that's a state of mind that you're in where you're not thinking clearly, because you're being seduced into a different mindset. So for us, we know how to do that. You know, when you guys attempt to do it, we just receive what you give and we replenish it. We give it back to you. So if you love on us, we love on you. If you take care of us, we'll take care of you. It's just like a car. You have a woman, you treat her like you treat your prized possession, which for most men is their car or they electronics. You make sure we got our oil change, you know what I'm saying? I.e. the oil change. Okay, you make sure we had that oil change. You make sure, you know, we get our little mani-pedis, and you take care of us and we take care of you. There's a whole lot of stuff that men don't like to do. Like the guy I was dating, the last guy I was dating, he like, I don't do dishes. I don't like dishes. You know what I'm saying? So when I get tired as a woman, I get tired from hanging with the kids and playing with the kids and doing all I'm doing. If I don't feel like washing the dishes, he got up one night and washed the dishes for me. And to me, that felt good. I'm like, dang, he don't even do dishes. You know what I'm saying? So for him to get up and do the dishes, that felt good to me, because I know he don't do dishes.
Okay, I feel you.
You know?
Like, you know, so the dishes, like, in general, I mean, so in that case, like, the fact that he did them because he doesn't like to do them just made you feel good, but the fact that he did them also was just him, like, kind of meeting you halfway. Is that what you're kind of
he did them because he knew I was tired. He knew I had a long day, you know, so for him to put aside something that he said he doesn't do just to make me happy, that's a part of y'all's giving. You know, and that's a part of what we do every day. When you guys eat, you guys come home, you got clean clothes. I like to personally, I'm the kind of woman where I personally don't think that your man, as long as y'all have resources in the home, your man shouldn't be looking for a pair of clean drawers. Like, it shouldn't be like, well, I don't have no drawers clean. I don't have no clean socks. I don't have no, that to me is unacceptable if that's your man. If y'all live together and that's y'all's, y'all, you know, you guys are cohabitating, there should be no reason for him not to have clean clothes in the house. Especially if he's the primary source of income.
Yeah, those are values that not a lot of women have and cherish at all, though. So it's not. This is very abnormal. Like, for me to hear even that coming from a woman's mouth, like these things you're saying.
So what are you used to? What do they be doing to you? What do you usually get?
I mean, I get a bunch of lazy ass women. To be honest, just lazy people, like, that think that want to be able to, like, absorb the I guess the things that I have, you know, like, and have a piece of me too, and then not work towards keeping me or making me feel happy or, like, appreciated, you know, really is the biggest one.
Okay,
like in my
ladies.
last relationship, like, I was working my ass off, working like 70 plus hours a week, and I was to, like, you know, make sure that her and my son, 'cause she was pregnant at the time, taking care of the household.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I did that every day for, you know, months and months and months, you know, and, like, I didn't want her working when she was going through the last couple months of her pregnancy, so we stopped that like 3 months before we really, like cut down a whole bunch of her doing anything like outside, like working and whatnot. And like 2 months in, like completely stopped altogether. And I was covering all the finances, which was fine. I could cover it. It wasn't an issue. But at a certain point, things got tight, like stressful or whatever. And then on top of that, leading up to this too, I always had this like lingering irritation with her in the back of my mind, like my wife, because she would just be so fucking lazy. Like I was mad because I was.
So you were married before?
I was married. Yeah.
You guys were married. Okay.
Somewhere 2 years. It'll be 2 years in March. Divorce.
Okay.
But, what I was irritated most about was like, shit, I always equated it to her like we are equal. Like I look at it like I'm going to work, right? Working 70 hours. When I'm at work, you're working too. You're at the house, you got your hats on. You're cleaning the house, you're taking care of the baby. I don't even expect her to cook. I never had an expectation of like a hot meal at home when I got home. I was never that. I didn't have that kind of childhood, so I didn't grow up seeing that. So I don't really care about that. But clean house and, taking care of the kids, that's your job because you're at home.
Right.
To her being a woman, I equated to her being the one at home. I said, girl, if you want to go out here and bust out 70 hours a week, go ahead. I made that comment so many times. I would love to sit at home. I'd bust out a second business. The house would be clean all the time because all I had to do is maintain clean. That's easy. Like, to me, it's simple, but to lazy people, it's not simple. But honestly, also to me, too, to play devil's advocate, is I like a maid. Like, I'll pay for a house cleaning service.
So in the event that you guys have a maid, now, whether she works or not, what else do you expect her to do if you guys have a housekeeper? So now what?
I'm expecting I'm talking about, splayed before me when I open the door. It's like every day now. So now it's just like, it should just be sex, drugs, rock and roll every fucking day now.
Oh, well, look.
Clean,
Let me know when you get the maid again. Let me know when that maid comes through. I like that. That's what's up.
Heck yeah, shit. Keep the place clean. At that point, it's just maintenance and just enjoying each other. Because really, that's the thing. That exactly, you hit it on the head. Like, I hated coming home to a dirty house, and it would make me even more irritated to know, like, what were you doing? I told you I'm working 70 hours. I'm working a lot of hours, like, to make this time up because I wanted her to be comfortable. She's going through some postpartum and different things too. So all that stuff mixing them together made things, more. Sensitive, like I couldn't come in there and just be mad, like, so I was and I never really get mad anyway. I'm not even that type of guy regardless, but I do hate to feel like I'm doing all this and I'm never being appreciated for it. All I would do is keep complaining, oh, I didn't get my nails done, oh, I didn't do my hair yet, or you said you were going to help me do this, or you were going to do that, and I'm like, yo, we are tight on bills, don't you remember that? I told you that like 2 weeks ago, like, maybe we can't get the hair this time. We have to get it next month. Like, her hair was like $400. Like, it ain't like no cheap.
It was how much?
Like $400. Like, when it be all said and done.
Okay, so ladies, I'm gonna need y'all to learn how to get you some sponsorship. Okay, you got a man that's taking care of the household and the primary breadwinner, and he got a housekeeper and all this stuff. But now that he has the housekeeper, you want to take that extra time, and now you want all the nice hair and you want the nails and all that stuff. That stuff come at a price too. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm the queen of getting some shit sponsored. Okay, I will get something sponsored in a minute. I will find a hair company that is amazing, that ain't doing well, and just be like, hey, let's talk about how I could make y'all look good, wear the hair, and I ain't got to worry about getting my hair done.
Sure. I mean, that sounds great. The fact that you're even talking about something like that is unbelievable, because all the women I dealt with just want money to be handed to them and do nothing for it. And then expect that because you give me some head, give me some pussy every now and then, that's enough to equate to the depth and breadth of the things that I'm bringing and supporting you with.
Well, see, for me, I don't like the backlash. I don't like the backlash of, I did this, I did that, I did this for you, I did that for you. I don't like that. That is the part of it for me that I don't like. So for me, it's like, I'm going to work for mine. You're not going to be able to say, you didn't do nothing. That ain't, you're never going to be able to say, I didn't do nothing. That ain't cool. That's
a beautiful thing. And I'd love to be able to actually have a debate with the woman about about something or an argument or a disagreement where I'm not having to backtrack on the other things you don't do.
So tell me what else. Tell me what other things a woman can do to hold her position in the house if you have a maid.
Okay, so you have a maid. Then okay, so then that you building another business. Maybe you're bringing in more. Maybe you're balancing the income. Maybe you're like figuring out ways to save money for us. Maybe you're fixing things around the house. I'm not gonna take nothing from a woman. You're a woman. Shoot, there's little things you can do. You can paint something. You could do something. Do something constructive. I don't have stand. I don't have like standard operating procedures for like my woman besides the obvious things we've discussed throughout our relationship before we became to be boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever relationship it is we're talking about. Like I don't have like a standard. For the most part, it's kind of like custom based on. I don't want to put this like I'm not articulating this.
It looked like somebody got something to say on here. Let's see what folks got to say. We got some comments. Let's see what they got to say.
Hello, what's up, Stereotype? How you doing? And your co-host, Millie_official. How y'all doing? Ooh, I love the topic, double standards. I dislike double standards people. Like the one thing I don't like about them, how like sometimes you have someone doing things that are wrong and you try to hold them accountable, and then you have one or two people, some people, a group of people, they will make you out to be the bad guy. But then when something happened because he did not say anything, then they come.
Wait a minute now, hold on. She has some stuff to say here.
They come back and turn around once like they wanted to do right. It's like, I feel like, are you kidding me? Or like, let's just say you have a friend or a family member being abused, right? And you want to report to the police. When friends and other family members find out, they, or like treat you like you the bad guy. And then if you don't do nothing and something bad happened to the person, they'd be like, why didn't you do so? We should have done something, like, something to that sort. I just don't like people who cannot just choose to be either cold or hot. They lukewarm. Lukewarm people are the most dangerous one, but I just do not like fake people.
Well, amen to that. Well,
yeah, absolutely.
Look,
100%.
As much as I love Queen and Slim, baby, look, if we kill somebody, look, we together till we ain't. That's how that goes. We're gonna make it work till it don't work no more.
This is true.
And I'm not the kind of person, not that I'm gonna kill anybody. I don't have nobody in mind that I want to kill. I'm not a murderer, y'all. Y'all know I'm sweet as pie. I don't have no desire to kill nobody. But
which is what I would say too if I was gonna kill somebody. So
say that again.
Which is what I would say if I was gonna kill somebody.
Oh, okay. So you got jokes. Okay, so now I'm going. Now those are characteristics of a murderer. No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if I'm gonna kill somebody, ain't nobody gonna know about it. I'm not having a partner. Like, what? No, that's a whole nother person that could tell on you if you find out later that they one of them, puppy dog type where they want to tuck their tail between their legs, and the police come and they crack like an egg dropped on the ground. Like, no, I'm doing it by myself. Thank you, but no thank you.
Word. I hear that shit for real.
Okay. So, we got another one. Let's see what they talking about.
Right.
Yeah, man, what is good there in the hood? I'm out here waiting on these motherfuckers to come into me home. I'm waiting.
Oh, Lord. Come on, Lord.
Motherfucker tried to jump me a couple of days ago. I turned the knife on his ass and stabbed him inside his throat. Don't fuck with me.
All
Up
right.
front.
We're gonna act like we didn't know who that was. I'm not gonna read the name.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be an accessory by morning.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, child, I don't know about that.
I don't know nothing about it.
Okay, so what about men? When men cheat, they think they're supposed to be forgiven because they're men. They think I've heard a man tell me, "Well, I think you should forgive me for cheating because I'm a man. It was put in my face. It's not we're more susceptible to a woman throwing it at us, whereas a woman cheats." And it's just this huge big deal because of what the stereotype is for women who cheat. So the stereotype says that women who cheat for emotional reasons or whatever. Men who cheat just to get something different and keep it pushing. So we should forgive y'all because it wasn't nothing but sex, that's all. And then when women cheat, oh, you like this dude, you talking to him, you communicating. But me, myself, and I can attest to the same thing that a man think. Like I've looked at a man or been around a man. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be your girlfriend. I ain't trying to be close to you. I ain't trying to call you every day. Good morning text and all that. I kind of just like the way you look, and I think this would be a great experience for the both of us, and move on.
Right.
Do you think that's something?
That's not normal. I mean, that's very rare.
Well, I mean, no, it's not normal, but I think that's because women try to conform to, what the stereotype for women is when it comes to cheating. A woman can cheat and be like, okay, that was fun, thanks, and goodbye.
Right.
But if I lay with somebody that I want, me personally, if I'm going to lay with somebody for the, like, I like the person and I'm into them and I'm kind of interested in dating the person, it's harder for me to sleep with that person than it is for me to sleep with somebody who's like, yep, that'd be a nice one-off and keep it pushing.
Gotcha. I can see that. That's because you're fearful of like messing up the good thing.
Yeah, and I have a lot of male friends. I grew up that way. I had a lot of guy friends. So for me, I don't see that particular double standard because most of my friends were guys. And so when I had a friend, like one of my best friends is a guy, and we've never done anything ever. But when I have a close male friend that, I've had a few who I've known them for over 10 years, and then they decide after so much time of dating these nonsense chicks, now they want to say, well, what's up? And to me, I'm like, I don't want to risk losing the friendship over a sexual experience.
Right. Dang. Yeah, I mean, that's a slippery slope.
Not for me.
I mean...
Not for me. I quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because you know what? And I had one. Let me say, I thought that this person, I didn't think that he was not a good friend, but I didn't think that he was such a friend, or we were so close that we couldn't sleep together on some like, yeah, why not type of thing. So
right.
For me, because I'm not trying to be extra with this dude, I'm not trying to be all like light the candles and do all this special. I'm like, this is a one-off. This is like one time quick. So I bring, the dude comes to the crib and, I go in the bathroom, and of course, you fix your hair. You do the normal stuff. You grab grab that rag that hangs on the rack, and you do an extra couple of swipes, make sure everything is nice and fresh. Just keeping it 100. And right. For me, I had my little robe on, so it wasn't like how it is in the movies, passionate. He take off one bra strap, you take off the other bra strap, and we getting all hot and heavy. And this ain't movie scene. This is one off and keep it pushing. So for me, it was more so like I'm ready to get it cracking and send your ass home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And my problem was when I came out the bathroom, I had my robe on, so I'm ready to pull the robe off. I'm like, robe, take it off, let's go. And he was like, no. He was like, wait a minute, don't do that yet. He comes up to me and he, slowly takes the, let me do it slow. And I'm like, ain't nobody got time to be trying to be slow with it. And you want to kiss me on the forehead and my shoulder blade? No, bruh, take the drop, let's go. And, that's just what it was for me with that person. But, some men are more, that their routine is a little different for me. If it's a one-off, let's get it and keep it put. Like I'm one of those, turn the lights down, pull the protection out the drawer, throw it at them. There you go. That's for you. Let's get it. That's it. Like it's all right.
Hey, okay, damn. Okay, so Millie gets straight to it. Yeah.
Straight to. I mean, if that's what it is. If it's a one-off, then it's a one-off. And then, but there are some one-offs that you kind of want to savor it. It's like, having that banana now later, you be like, damn, let me savor this banana Laffy Taffy one time because it's kind of sweet, but it ain't very often that, you want to take it slow when it's like, get it and get on. For me, he was a get it and get on type of, that was the situation. It was like, okay, and next, thank you. And, not next, hold on. Let me not make it look like I'm out here one-offing niggas, because I'm not. But that's what that was to me. But for him, I think he had been waiting for the opportunity for so long that he wanted to savor it. And I was just like, for me, it was more so like, you asked, I'm cool with it. Fuck it, why not?
Right, and I guess you both kind of want the other one to get what they're gonna get out of it. Like you want them to like it.
Yeah, so I let him. Yeah, so I let him do his thing. I let him do the little slow, kiss on the shoulder and roll down slow and kiss you on the shoulder blade and all that. I let him do all that because that seemed like that's just was in his plan. The way he came at me was like, no, hold on. Like he had saw this in his mind, like like he dreamt about this shit. So I was like, let him have this right now.
Okay.
Oh Lord, we got some messages. Let's see what's up.
Don't worry, he is not dead. I just taught him and his little friends a lesson not to fuck with me. That's all. No hard feelings.
Okay, so yeah, this one here, he is fully disturbed. I hate to be in the room with whoever he stabbed because it sounds like he talking to us while the person is bleeding out on the floor right now.
Yeah, we can't let him die slowly.
Right.
Slowly.
Oh my God. Okay, here we got another one.
Oh my gosh. Talk about double standards when it comes to men and women. Like, it is so... Sometimes I don't even know what to say. You have some men who feels that, like, they have the right, it's okay for them to go cheat and mistreat their women and not respect their women because men can't have a right to do whatever, but a woman cannot cheat on their partner because they're woman. It's wrong for a woman to do that. Women should respect themselves. But yet you don't have the men, most men who cheat, they don't respect their partners. They don't think about their personal, emotional, psychological stability. Like I'll be like, are you kidding me? Because they jealous. They insecure. Most men who cheat, they insecure. They want to like be in power and show that they the man. Like I just don't understand. People should not play with other people's emotions. It is just pure wrong. Like men, I see, like, for me, I'm from Ghana, and most times I do programs on Facebook, and I talk about both men and women who cheat, like, I see them as a shower, prostitute, because, like, why can't you just be with one person? If you don't love the person, you can't be with one.
Okay, so let's clear this up real quick because for me, I'm one of those people that when I was coming up, as when I was younger, in my mind, that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be you and a person, and you and another person, and you and this person are supposed to be together and build a life together, and that whole thing. That's the fabric of the stereotype of our being. So
Right.
I have grown to a point where, you get lonely enough, when you're single, you get lonely enough to watch Animal Planet and wonder why they call us animals, but we're not allowed to do animal shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I not allowed to sit on my queendom and look at a man and say, that one right there, that's gonna be one of my little pieces right there. Because let's keep it real.
Yeah.
In the jungle, the men, it's just like how we do, y'all. The man, the lion is, they say, the king of the jungle. He protects the pride. He the biggest and the strongest. Okay, but in the grand scheme of things, he wouldn't have a kingdom if he didn't have 5 lioness to go out and get the food and hunt. That's what they do. The lions can do it, but we do it a whole lot better. Men can cook, but in traditionally, women do it a whole lot better. So what's wrong with me having somebody that fulfills the needs of me, fulfilling the needs of me by myself? Why can't I have a queendom? Why can't I be the queen of my jungle and have me? Let me say 2 or 3, because after that, it's too much. But I think that it's gotten to the point where monogamy is almost like, is this what the way it's supposed to be, or are we taught that we're supposed to be with one person?
I mean, we're taught that. We're taught everything. Everything we do is taught. Like, we learn at some point from somebody. Like, it's not like we just came up to this is the way it is one day, Society pushes that narrative, It's always going to be.
Yeah, see, we ain't see. If I was in the animal kingdom, I would probably be something like, a lioness somewhere where, I'm taken care of. I got a whole pride. I got a bunch of kids. I got a couple of huge lions that somebody try it, they got it. I'm living high on the hog. Literally, I'm good. Y'all, I'm taken care of. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think it personally should be. I got somebody who fulfills my emotions and makes me feel whole and makes me feel loved on. Then I got the person who takes care of all the income stuff. You take care of the money. You the bread. You the family guy. You the one that we live in the same house. You know what I'm saying? We like the A team. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the B team. You know what I'm saying? So when the A team is out of town, then you call your B team, and your B team is supposed to come in and say, okay, where I'm supposed to pick up the pieces at.
Yeah. Right, let's go.
I mean, that would be nice if you could have an A team, a B team, and a C team,
That would be really nice, have little shifts and stuff, but
Yeah, because just like in the animal kingdom, another lion could come into your house, tear up all your shit, and kick your ass, and you got to leave because you lost. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, I don't understand why when you either let your woman go or you decide we're not together no more, and then, or let's just say you guys are together and another lion come to your pride and say, yo, what's up? I got this, I got that. I'm ready to take it to the next level. Is she wrong for saying, you know what, let's take, I'd rather move on and take it to the next level? Is she wrong for that?
I mean, there's no obligations to anybody in this life.
Look, you better know it. And let me tell you this: if somebody come through here and hand me a Bentley, can't nobody come through here after I get my Bentley and hand me a Honda Civic. You understand?
Exactly.
I'll be like, I'm okay with my Bentley, because look, if I do get my Bentley back, I'm selling my Bentley and I'm buying 15 Honda Civics. That's how that's gonna go.
Let's go.
One for every day of the damn week.
We want to be at a C team. We want to.
Yeah, we want that. We want that BC team. I mean, that's not that's not like my end all situation, but I'm just kind of weighing my options with this whole thing, because a lot of times we can dish it but can't take it. You know what I'm saying? It goes this both ways, and it depends on your level of security with the person. It depends on your communication with the person. If you guys communicate well and he understands, that you're going to do you, and you understand that he going to do him, there has to just be parameters. Like for me, maybe you don't use a condom with the A team, but the B and C team, that's the condom team. You use condoms with that team because they might be on somebody else's B and C team. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh-oh.
18,
I think I
that's
saw a
8.
familiar face. Hold on here.
Yo, do you remember that video that went viral? It was like one of the penguins left his home, came back, and his girl was with another penguin, and they had to fight to the death for the woman.
Yes, that is definitely how it goes with penguins. When they find a life partner, it is for life. So if something happened and he fall through the ice and get lost, and when he come back, he coming for that. He coming for his household. That's it. Nothing else. He is coming for his household.
Definitely Googling it right now because I want to see it. Oh, I see it right here. Yeah.
Oh, child.
You see penguins fight over mate.
Well, look, yeah.
Man.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I want nobody to fight over me. You know, not literally. It's fun to think about. It might be fun to watch, but I don't really think I can handle watching two men go, "That's my girl. No, that's my girl. No, that's my girl." You know, that's a bit much.
And then you looking between both like, whose girl am I? I don't even know. I'm just watching.
Child, look. The way I think we'll mess around and be on we'll be on an adult film site, because I'll be like, everything is fine. We can all work this out together as a team.
Ooh, really?
Well, I mean, at some point, your A team got to meet the B team, got to meet the C team. I'm just saying. You know? And your C team usually is, it goes with the rule A, B, and C your way out. So A and B, they know each other. They, you know what I'm saying, they help each other make sure, you know, that the partnership is intact. That C team person is the person, that's the woman, that's the side chick that need to learn to shut the hell up. You need to keep your goddamn mouth shut. You talk too much, and that's why you went from Birkin bags to Arizona at Target. That's why your ass is sitting over there in the corner, because you don't know how to shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? You know how to be quiet. You gotta know when to shut up. You know what I'm saying? If you the side chick and you okay with that, you okay that situation, you the side chick. Shut up. Stay on the side. It's just like, don't nobody say, when you say what you in the mood to eat today, you don't say, ooh, I want some potato salad by itself. No, nigga, that's a side. That come with some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I got my beef over here, and when I'm ready for some mashed potatoes, I'll come get my mashed potatoes. Don't be trying to hand my mashed potatoes to me while I'm, you know, over here with my beef. And when I get ready to choose my sides, you know, let me choose my sides. You on the side for a reason.
Okay, let's go. You're right.
You know, maybe you're not ready to be the man yet. You know what I'm saying? If the person on the A team either die or drop the ball, now you got B and C move up to A and B.
Now, when you say A, B, and C team, we talking about one person on each team? We talking about a team?
No, we talking about, okay. So let me just give you a scenario. I'm the alpha on the A team. I'm the woman, and you the alpha on the A team. You like the main, like me and you dating, right? It's just me and you. We a team. We partners. This is our household.
Right.
We live together. We pay bills together. We build business together. We take care of each other. We make sure that we straight. Right? But you got your B team person. So when I say team, I mean there's a A, two A's, you got a B and a C, and I got a B and a C. And it don't have to be that way. It don't have to be like you gotta have a B and a C. I'm just saying that in the event that that's the case, your B and C ain't got nothing to do with your household. Like, your A team is your A team. That's A1, day one. I got you. If one of these bitches on the B team fuck up, we coming for this bitch. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? We the A team. But you have the chick that probably do stuff that I either can't do, ain't gonna do, or don't have time to do. You know, I might just be the person that's really good to build. I might be a great team builder, you know, but it might be something sexual that you like that I'm like, nigga, I'm just not doing that. And you found somebody on the B side that know how to do that and was willing to, and I'm just not. You know, if it's something
How do I go about finding my B team though, respectfully?
Respectfully?
It's like I just go out and just hit the club and I like this shit.
I think it's about keeping it 100. I think it's about keeping it 100 because I was recently at a Harley dealership doing a music video, and one of the guys at the dealership was, walking around with his daughter, and he had just bought a bike. So he's kind of peeping me a little bit, and I'm looking at him like, he got his daughter with him, but that's not a complete deal breaker because I have children, so I wasn't tripping. So when he approached me, he handed me his business card or whatever, and his daughter, of course, stayed in his shadow, so it wasn't like he was going to be able to say too much to me because she was standing right there. But he found a way to get to me and was like, give me a call, whatever. So when he handed me the business card, he handed me the business card with his left hand. I'm like, okay, he got a ring on his finger. He married. Okay. So I picked up the car, I look at the car, and I'm like, and I just kind of look him up and down. I'm like, what's up with that? And he looking like, he looked at me, he looked down at his wedding ring, and he was like, oh, no, she cool, we do that. And I'm like, we do that. I'm like, okay, so that's a whole nother, yeah. And so for me, I was like, dang, that was the first time that somebody came at me with it. Like, what's up? That was a B team conversation. Like, I got a wife, she the one at home, she the one to handle the kids. That's the person you struggle with, that's the person you argue with, that's the person that you do all the main stuff with. But he's scouting me out to be on the B team.
Okay.
So I was just like, yeah, I don't know about that.
But he was counting you out purely off how you look, though. That's all B team's all about.
Well, we were shooting a music video, and I was in a black cat suit, honey, so it wasn't hard. It wasn't very hard for him to approach. I was actually very surprised that he approached me because I had a really close friend of mine who was at the video shoot, whose video it was, and I was surprised he didn't like chew his head off like, this little sis, bro, like you need to back up. I mean, this foreign guy, white guy, came up to me standing amongst a bunch of men who I guess look like hood guys or whatever. I got all kind of friends, but for him to walk into that crowd with a bunch of dudes, big, way bigger than him, and just be like, try to get at me, I'm like, whoa, you bold, and you got a wife. Like, okay, you must really have some solid income because you can't just do that.
Right.
So then of course later on I found out he bought the motorcycle Cash Money. So I was like, okay, he got a little bit of bread. So he was like, I'm walking into this crowd purely on my wallet. That's it.
Man. That's, okay.
So for you, I mean, I don't know if you're looking for a B team. Like me personally, I would, if I had to choose, it would be A and B. C is too much for me. I got A, B, C, and D in my living with me. I got children, so I don't really need too many teams. But A and B is good.
C team sound good to me. Like, it's kind of dip in, dip out. You gotta really be. I'm on the way out of there anyway, so I'm with that.
Yeah, I can't be playing people. And then you got the people who, and for me, B and C team are the hardest ones to find. You can always find an A team person because when you find somebody that you're interested in, it's always the mental. You think in your mind, it's always a possibility that this could be something more. You know what I'm saying? But B and C team is hard to find because when the B and C team people become emotionally attached to you, now it's a whole different one. Which is probably the reason why most side chicks, after a while, they be like, I want more, and it's just like,
I want to be the man. Yeah, fuck it all up. Fuck up a good thing.
I'm saying. I just think that you gotta think when you're doing stuff like that. You gotta really have a real big heart, you know what I'm saying, when you coming into the BC team position, because just to be in the B and C position, you gotta understand that you're not the A.
Right.
You got to be okay with not being the A. And I'm not saying, ladies and gentlemen, I am not saying to go to your local Walmart or your local watering hole and walk up to a woman and say, "What's up? You want to be on my B team?" That's not what I'm saying. This A, B, and C is purely just so you guys understand where everybody is. I'm not saying, to go out there and say, oh, and you don't want to write it down, B team gift for Christmas, nothing like that. It's just, to let you guys know who is who. I personally am not against that if that's what your lifestyle is. At this point in my life, I'm not interested in an A, B, or C. I'm interested in how you have clauses in your contract that say you can have this when, if you just so happen to need a new thermostat, they sitting right over here on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? That's where I live at right now. I just kind of want to have one or two where when I get, where I'm like, oh my God, I need, something, I need to pull something off the shelf. I want to be able to pull it off the shelf and, utilize it and then put it back on the shelf when I finish.
Wow,
like, be on standby, because right now ain't a time for me to be like, I want to meet your mom and we went family functions and no. I don't have the time.
So what's your current mindset now? So that's how you're feeling right now. So are you trying to decipher what you're trying to do with yourself when you're talking about this? Are you projecting, or are you like, are we just having an abstract conversation? Like, what's Millie Official doing right now?
Millie Official is a single woman. Dating for me has never been easy. Because like you said 2 or 3 times, a lot of times, like I've dated men who I really, really, really like. And then once I start to like them, they come back at me and they pull back. And then we have the conversation as to, why'd you pull back? What happened? What's going on? I always get, you're a unicorn. And some of the stuff you say just seems too good to be true. And I don't know, like they scared to dive in. Like if they dive in the water, once they get to the impact of the water, it's going to be ice. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom! Like, no. Like, I'm not out here, I'm a genuine person. I'm a giver. I like to help people. I'm really into being a team player. If somebody needs something, if I got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you not taking me for granted or being disrespectful or, just using me, just outright using me. But I personally, I'm single, not looking, but open, I guess you could say.
I feel you, same way.
Yeah, and I have some stuff hanging in the laundry room just in case I want to wear it. I know they ready to be worn. Yeah. But they don't know it yet. That's the good thing. You always keep that shirt, leave that tag on that garment till you're ready to wear that garment. Because once you put this garment on, now you're going to have to wash it. You're going to have to iron it. You're going to have to wear it again. You're going to have to make sure it don't be faded. You got to, so I'm just not in the position to do any housekeeping, for a relationship. I just kind of want to, have it hanging up there. And if, it's kind of like what my ex used to say. He used to say, all your male friends want to sleep with you. And I used to be like, no, they don't. He'd be like, first of all, yes, they do. He'd be like, every one of the old male friends is a dick in a glass case. And I used to be like, what is a dick in a glass case? And so he was like, how, it's a fire. And then when the fire you get ready to, break out of the place, you got to go break that glass and get that fire extinguisher. When you get to that point where you like, I just need a man, and you go break one of them emergency glass case dicks, and you utilize that.
That dick gonna be right there waiting for you.
Child, look, they waiting. I'm on pause right now. Let's take some comments. Let's see what they got.
I am so sorry to interrupt, but I've been hearing that a lot lately. What the hell is a unicorn?
Oh, okay. So a unicorn is somebody I can attest to it because I've been called a unicorn several times. A unicorn is a person, it could be male or female, somebody that just seems too good to be true. Somebody whose mindset is just unheard of. Let me give you an example. I told a male friend of mine, I said, if I'm dating a man and he truly has desires to physically be with another woman, I would prefer this man to bring her home, rather than go do dirt and hide it from me. Like, not bring her home literally, or do whatever floats your boat. But I personally don't want to find out about her, or I'm not the look stupid type of chick. I'm not the one that she walking down the street and she looking at me like, yep, I'm sleeping with her man. No. If you sleeping with him and you tell me, best believe I'm gonna tell you back. I know. I seen the pictures. I was the one that scouted you out. So relax. So I'm a unicorn in the sense that I look at things more from a realistic standpoint and from a more open mind standpoint, because although we're taught to do things a certain way, we're still individual beings and we all have individual thoughts, and that's what makes us each unique, and be compared to God-like things because we do things the way we want to do them. And I've been called a unicorn for the simple fact that I think that way, that I think that you should be receptive to what someone else thinks, and you should, have compassion for what someone else thinks, because if you don't, who else will?
Yeah, I feel you on that for sure.
Yeah. What else we got here?
Millie, who's scared to dive in? What's wrong with him? What's up, Stereo? How you doing?
I don't know. It's a lot of them scared to dive in. I've been told by at least 2 men that you just seem too good to be true, and it sound good, but I'm saying all that I'm saying, and then once you get in a relationship, I'm gonna be like, just kidding, like I'm not getting ready to do none of the stuff I said I was gonna do, but so I get the pull back, because when you see a unicorn, if you saw a unicorn on the street right now, all colorful and in its glory, you'd be like, okay, I've seen that on TV, but that's a unicorn right there.
Yeah, you get my phone out.
Yeah. So you might take some pictures of it. You might be like, ooh, can I touch it? But most men won't date me because I've been told that I'm a unicorn.
I don't think it's that you're too good to be true. I think it's that you're too good for them in their eyes. Like, you're maybe intimidating. Maybe they just aren't ready for a girl like you.
Oh, look at the flattery will get you everywhere. I've heard, I guess that's true. I've heard that, but the words too good to be true were used as it pertained to the person I was talking to. The person, he just was like, what you saying sound good, but they almost would rather take a woman with a bunch of known flaws rather than work with the ones I have and deal with the stuff that I say.
Right.
If I seen a unicorn in the street, I'm not getting my phone out or going the other direction. I'm finna go and ride that motherfucker. And I'm leaving Earth. Or at least flying somewhere else. And, laughing at the fact that people are trying to ride the rainbow, but it's not a wave, so they ain't gonna be able to make it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so it sounds like you up for the challenge, sir. What's your Instagram? What's up? You sound up for the challenge. Tell her, drop your handles.
The Sage right there. The Sage the poet. That's the man right there.
Yeah. Oh, he's a poet, is he?
Oh yeah, he's a poet. A steamy poet. So all the ladies love him. All the ladies.
Oh Lord. Here we go. The poetry. They get you with the wordsmith. They get you. Them the ones. I think that the dumbest damn thing that I fell for as a kid or as a young woman was, you're the air that I breathe. Like, nigga, if you don't shut up with that bullshit. I understand the metaphor, but looking back at it now, I was so like, really? Like, for real, you can't be without me? Now I'm like, if you don't shut that shit, come with something better than that, okay?
Like, a unicorn is a good thing. I don't know why anybody's afraid of that. It says more about them than it does you. So, yeah, like, if I met a unicorn, that would be my, dream come true. Because what I want is very rare. So, if I find it, I'm going to go explore what that is. And if I discover that it is actually too good to be true and it's not true, then that's on me. But I'm not going to just, dismiss it.
All right. Well, I sure hope you find your unicorn. I sure hope I find my unicorn. I don't know. You know what? To be quite honest, I'm scared to meet him. I would be scared to meet the man who is as into me as I am him, and who treats me the way I treat him, who rides for me the way I ride for him. Like, I'm a little bit frightened to meet this person.
Now look, you about to be in the boat with a whole bunch of other people in this one, in this app, because I'll go follow you on Instagram, and then you're gonna be acting over there asking Stereo how old I am. Stereo, let her know how old I am after she asks.
Here we go. So I'm not even gonna ask. You just gonna tell me, how old is this young man?
I'm not gonna tell. I don't even know how old he is. I don't even know.
You don't know. Okay.
Yeah, so I think he was looking for me to give an alley-oop, but I don't even know. Like.
Oh, damn! Pound fail. Where's your and one, man?
But maybe you should ask him though. I think he wants to tell you.
Okay, foolish.
Essentially, he would have to assume how old you were and how old you were too.
I mean, he sounds over. As long as he over 30, because you know the ones under 35, they scare me a little bit. I can't really get into the whole, you know, I can't get into the men under, like the 21s, and I just can't. I can't do it. I can't.
Got
so.
It. But you can get into the 37-year-olds though.
Are you 37, Stereotype? Are you 37?
Taking notes.
You're taking notes. Are you 37? No, I'm not saying that I would never date.
Wait a minute.
I'm not saying I would never date a man that's under 35, but I just don't see me dating a man over 35 because of what I come with. You know, in my entirety, like my entire being, and it just, I don't think a man under 35 would look at my situation and be like, oh, wait a minute, hold up, too much. You know, take some of the whipped cream off the top. That's a lot of whipped cream. Take some of that off.
Whoa. Wait.
Yep, the Stereo, that's all you. I ain't but 22.
Oh! See? You know what? 22? Okay, are they giving out deep voices like that at 22?
Yeah, he got an old soul too, man.
Yeah. Hopefully his soul is at least 35.
Right, your soul is, man, his soul can't have a drink yet.
Okay, so what do you do for a living, Foolish? Tell us what you do for a living. Like, I want to know, you know, what do you do for work? Uh-oh. Oh, Lord. Here we go. They coming on in now.
Answers. Here come the answers. Oh, it's not.
Not everywhere, but where I come from, yeah. And I followed you on Instagram. I'm Sage the Poet.
I will follow you back, Sage the Poet. I promise. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do it right now because I am one of those people, I am one of those people that will forget real quick. Like, oh, shoot, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Millie Page again, because I was in there lurking earlier. I was like, in there. See what you got going on.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna follow you back.
Music official. So what's the newest project you got out right now?
Oh wow.
You were project last time we spoke.
I am. Say that again.
Weren't you working on a project last time we spoke?
I'm always working on a project every time I speak to somebody. I'm currently working on a few shows. One of which is the show that everybody is tuned into right now, which is called Let's Talk About It. Feed with Millie Music Official. I also have another show on WeNTV and YouTube called It's All Love with my co-host Patrick, who you guys know very well, and Mr. Trey Love, who is a good long-term friend of mine. So yeah, I have those two shows. I'm editing a new web series called Tess and Jackie, so look out for that. So I'm a jack of all trades. So I'm just out here making it do what it do, staying on top of it. I do have a music project coming out on my birthday, which is January 21st, 2021. And I'm naming the album 1/21/2021.
1/21/2021.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
They're really putting something in the water with these Generation X, Z, Y. I don't even know anymore. I can't keep count. But yeah, they're growing up way too fast. Their hormones are on steroids.
Oh, yes, they are. Yeah, you know what? I met my match in a younger guy one time. I was like, wait a minute, and I think he was more so like just so happy or so excited that I was gonna let him, that we were just gonna like make it happen. I think he got a little too excited, and it was kind of like he just kind of, it was kind of like a bull charging at a red flag. You'd be like, wait a minute, hold on, I wasn't ready for you to just, knock me over like that.
Right now, I'm in the, what they call it, the space between spaces. I just started a career as an independent artist, and seeing what I can do to establish myself on this here stereo app, making plans for the future, because things are interesting the way that I view the world. It might be kind of similar to you, but I'm not supposed to be 22 right now, or really I am, and I gotta figure out what the hell that means, because in my mind I'm a lot older.
Okay.
So he's a poet.
Yeah, that was
True.
that was a safe answer. No, I'm just kidding. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was chiming in to Kiss My Grits and Submissive Tammy earlier today. Had me dying today. Okay, talking about just random stuff, and we were just going back and forth, people chiming in saying a whole bunch of different things today, and I thought it was quite hilarious. Just some of the people that come in and say to some of the stuff they say, you'd be like, where did you get that from? But but to Sage the Poet, I'm gonna look at your profile because I am a very visual person, so I'm gonna see what it do. I'm gonna have to check out the profile and see what's going on.
Oh, you might have to change your heart.
Well, I'm a very specific type of, like, I know what I like, period. Like, so you can show me one picture of a person, and if I don't, and you could, what I mean, I say one picture, because sometimes it takes 2 or 3 pictures, you know what I'm saying, for you to really see what a person look like, because we are not fans, but we have all fallen victim to I posted my best photo I've ever taken ever, and you be hyped up on this one photo, and then you find out that was 10 years ago. Like, no.
Right.
Keep it current. Keep it current, brothers. Keep it current.
Excuse me. A safe answer? I was being honest. The only thing I didn't talk about was school, because I ain't too fond of it.
Okay. I was just being funny, Sage the Poet. I was just being funny out here in these streets, but like I said, I'm very specific, and I'm an ace type of woman. So if I'm the woman, I'm never a B or a C, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know how you get in that line in school and the teacher say, okay, A, B, C, D, remember your number, remember your letter, all the A's get together. I'm an A, period. There's no B and C about it. I'm an A. You know what I'm saying? I'm an A. And if I decide to put myself in a B position, it's one of those B positions where it's like a mutual B. Like, if our planets align and you ain't doing nothing tonight, I ain't doing nothing tonight, and we just so happen to be not busy, which ain't very frequent on my end of the world, I'm not hardly ever not doing anything. So if, one of my B's were to call, if I had a B, I don't have no B's right now. I don't have no A's at all right now, because I'm single as a Pringle and ain't looking. But, like I said, I'm open. I'm not, my B's would be, hey, what you doing? You busy? No, I ain't doing nothing tonight. Me neither. Pull up type of thing. That would be my only B situation. And C for me is see your way out. I ain't never no C. If the B is mutual and the A is always.
Okay.
What are you, Stereotype? Are you an A? Are you a B?
I said I want to be a C. I don't want no kind of. I don't want no kind of responsibility.
No responsibility. Okay.
Look, I'm my own shit. I'm not trying to be in a relationship at all. That's me right now.
Okay. Would you say that that's?
Normally I would be an A.
Do you feel tainted from relationships because of your ex-wife or because of your last relationship?
Yes, I mean something like that. I mean, yeah, she definitely plays a major part in it because she broke a nigga heart real quick. Yeah, like I put a lot of work into that relationship.
Aww.
And then just you can see the thing is like what I'm so mad about like is like marriage is supposed to be like this like you're locking yourself in. You're basically saying like I'm here for a long haul no matter what, and then it's for you to be able to be divorced anyway. It's like okay, it's a big fucking waste. Like what's the point of a relationship? Even in the ultimate of relationship, marriage, it can still be dissolved. So it's just a big crap to me. So.
Well, I mean, I don't think anything. None of that stuff is permanent to me.
Right.
Nothing's permanent. It's not permanent because you could get married today and your wife die tomorrow. You know.
I mean, true.
But you know, whether you die or you leave the relationship mentally. A lot of times I feel like marriage is something you do when you spent enough time with a person that you can say, you know what, I like who you are, I like how you think, I like how you do things, I like what you do when you're in a struggle situation, I like the way you react when there's a problem, I like the way that you, like I'm the kind of person where I'm solution driven. So at this point in my life, I wasn't always that way, I had to grow to be that way, but I think that a relationship for me now would have to be a lot less stressful than your stereotypical relationship. I don't want to be stressed out. I don't want to be walking on eggshells and, oh my God, he gonna say, oh, he gonna think, right. Or I can't, or let me hide the new shoes I bought. No. Right. I'm not doing none of that stuff.
I'm more like a Z.
Damn.
I like to be left alone. I be in my own zone, like, entirely. It's funny as hell. So I understand what you're talking about. Just differently.
God damn, a Z. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to be that far. I don't think I want to be that far to the alphabet.
Yeah, because you get like some really sloppy 18.
Man, I don't, right. Sloppy 50, what, how many letters is it? 26, 24? Sloppy 26s. Oh, no. Not at all, honey.
Alright, Sage, I hear you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, look, now see, me and Sage could probably sit in a room and vibe and talk. You know what I'm saying? In the back of my mind, I know it ain't going nowhere but vibe and talk. That's it. You know, we talking. That's all we doing.
I feel you.
Oh my goodness. All right, you guys, on my Facebook and my Facebook and my YouTube. If you're watching WeInTV on YouTube, you guys, I've been talking to my guy Stereotype on the Stereo app. You can download the Stereo app into your phone. I believe it downloads on both phones, right? It goes on the Android and the iPhone. Yeah. You can download the Stereo app and, you know, have conversations with us, like our pages, listen to some of our old talks and chats and things like that. Or jump on the app, get on the leaderboard and, you know, chime in. You know what I'm saying? Request to talk with one of us. Yeah, Stereotype is a really good guy. One of the first people I came into contact with on the Stereo app. Also, Kiss My Grits, Submissive Tammy, Patrick Puckett, a couple of, I can't think of all the others right now, but the Stereo app is a really fun app if you're just looking to have conversation with people and not really looking to, you know, dig too deep. I like Stereo because you can have a genuine conversation with somebody without worrying what they look like or anything like that. It's just
Right.
I think that it's, you get to hear the person's voice. You get to, you really get to, inhale the person without, taking a straight blow to the head. Because sometimes you'll talk to somebody and they'll be perfect, and then you see them, you'll be like, damn. So sometimes you just rather talk. I think this is Sage's Z right here. This is a Z. I could see your emoji, but I can't see your picture. I heard somebody say today on the stereo app. Somebody chimed in on a talk and said 90% of the people on stereo are ugly people. He said 90% of y'all is ugly because y'all don't want nobody to see your face. I personally think that's a lie, because I've seen some pretty decent looking people on stereo. I mean, once you follow them on Instagram or they post pictures on their profile, but so that's where you can get that. I'm getting ready to log off of Facebook and YouTube because I am an hour and almost 30 minutes into my live feed. So if you guys are interested, join me again next Monday night for Let's Talk About It. If you want to have a conversation with me on Let's Talk About It with Millie Music Official, jump on the Stereo app and request to talk, or send me a DM, send me a message that says, hey, I want to talk. Hey, let's have a conversation, and let's pick a topic and let's make it happen. But I'm getting ready to get off of the live. I'm going to stay on Stereo app. So if you guys are on the Stereo app, you guys can download the app and type in my handle, which is Millie_official. And continue. We're going to continue this talk with Stereotype. And I'm signing off of YouTube. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will read your comments later and respond